So you're thinking about making a move to Oakton, Virginia, but you'd kind of like to know a little bit more of what the area has to offer before you decide to make that big move. Well, in today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to be covering. I'm actually going to take you into my computer so that I can show you around on Google Maps, give you an idea of where Oakton is located in terms of commuting time and proximity into Washington, D.C., local employment hubs, the airport, and what the area has to offer for shopping, dining, and entertainment. Oakton has a population of 36,468 people. It has a median home value of $989,672 and a median household income of $145,064. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in Northern Virginia, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications so that you'll never miss a video. Okay, so here we are taking a look at Oakton, Virginia. As you can see, Oakton is not a really large area. It's about 9.8 square miles. And you can see here on the east, you have Vienna. They back right up to one another, they're neighbors. And then on the west here, you have Fairfax. So while there's not a ton in Oakton as far as shopping, dining, entertainment goes, it's all at your fingertips. And we'll touch on that a little bit more when we get into our map tour. To start out, we are going to be looking at commute times from Oakton, and always like to start off with heading into Washington, D.C., since that's such a major employment hub in our area, and there's of course endless amounts of things to do in the city. Oakton is about 19-20 miles outside of DC, just depending on where you are. And you're looking at about a half an hour. This could be slightly better. It could be slightly worse, just depending on what traffic is doing. But certainly a reasonable commute if you're going to be working in the city or spending a lot of time there. If you're living in Oakton, it is a very reasonable commute. Also like to check out Arlington. It is also not too far away from Oakton if you're going to be working in the Arlington area. It's going to be anywhere from 13 to 15, 16 miles away and about 20 minutes, just depending on what traffic is doing. Even if traffic is really bad, the good thing if you are coming from Oakton, you have some options in terms of how you get into Arlington. Right now, it looks like traffic-wise, it's just a straight shot in on 66. And no matter where you live in Oakton, you will be very convenient to have access to 66. But another option, depending on what's happening on the Beltway right here, you could hop on to 495 and then take that to 395 to also get into Arlington. So you've got some options there. And we also want to check out Tyson's Corner, which is just a stone's throw from Oakton. If you're living in Oakton and going to be in Tyson's Corner a lot, whether it's for work or enjoyment, it's certainly very close by, anywhere from say 5 to 7 miles, depending on where you are and where you're headed into Tyson, and about 15 minutes. If traffic's clear and it's not peak time, you could feasibly live in Oakton and make it to Tyson's in no more than 10 minutes. Just depends on what time of day you're heading that way. We also always like to check out the local airports if you are going to be traveling quite a bit via plane. Oakton is very conveniently located to Dulles International Airport. You're looking at about 15-20 minutes to get to Dulles, around 11 miles. And what's nice about if you're going to be heading out to Dulles from Oakton, this is showing 267, which is our toll road, but they have airport access lanes. So if you are just headed to the airport, even if you're heading to drop someone off at the airport, you can pick up the airport lanes, head straight into Dulles and not pay a toll. Reagan is our other local airport, and while it is a little bit further from Oakton, it's still worth checking out and mentioning because depending on where you're heading, flight prices can vary. It's worth checking out. It's about 20 miles away from Oakton and take you about 26 minutes. I would say probably closer to 30-35 minutes. But if traffic's not too bad, then you could probably make it closer on like the 20-ish minute side. It's definitely not too far away. So if you're considering what airport to fly out of, I would definitely check into both of them. Last up for commuting options, we are going to do Vienna Metro because Oakton does not have its own metro station. But the good news is it is not far away, just a couple miles. Again, depending on where you are, will probably range from like 2 to 6 miles if you're in Oakton and headed to the Vienna Metro station. Not far at all, very convenient if you are looking to use Metro as a commuting option. So I mentioned earlier in the video that Oakton does not have a ton of options as far as shopping, dining, and definitely not a lot as far as entertainment goes. But it does have a couple shopping centers, and fear not, you have everything you could possibly need at your fingertips because of where Oakton is located. It is not far from Fairfax Corner. I'll take you there shortly. It's a stone's throw to Vienna, not far from Fairfax. You have no shortage of shopping, dining, and entertainment. It's just not right in Oakton. But as far as shopping centers in Oakton go, you have Oakton Shopping Center, which has your giant food. You've got your PNC Bank. You've got your gas station there. You also have Starbucks and an ABC store. And then you have Famous Dave's Barbecue, which is a really popular restaurant here in Oakton. And you have Tony's New York Pizza, also a very popular place in Oakton. Santini's is another restaurant that it's actually on the other side of Chain Bridge over here. That's very popular as well. So it's not that you don't have any dining options. It's just not as plentiful as some of the other nearby areas. Now we're going to jump across Hunter Mill here because that's where another shopping center is located. That's going to be Hunter Mill Shopping Center. And you've got hair cuttery, Chipotle, physical therapy location. You have reflexology, Yang's Massage, Hangry Joe's Hot Chicken. They are newer to our area. They seem to be popping up in quite a few locations. I've been to the Arlington one, the Alexandria one, and it was delicious. So highly recommend checking them out. You've got W&B Factory Wings and Burgers. You also have martial arts. So you do have your daily needs very close by, right in Oakton. And then we're going to explore a little bit further. But before we do, I just want to jump down here a little bit. You also have, your Domino's Pizza, a florist, another bank location, orthodontics. So everything that you need as far as your daily needs, your groceries, pharmacy, that type of thing, it is all right in Oakton. Let's take a look at Marr Rec Center. This is a really popular rec center in all of the area. It's in Oakton, but people from Vienna, from Fairfax, from other areas in Northern Virginia come here. They've got an absolutely incredible indoor pool. They have athletic fields, tennis courts, they have baseball, softball. They also offer summer camps for kids. There's an 18-hole golf course. They have a driving range. They also have mini golf if that's more up your speed. And then there's, picnic areas to relax in and playground equipment for the kids. So very, very popular place right in Oakton, and it draws in families from all over the area. Now let's jump over to Fairfax Corner. It's about 10 minutes away from Oakton. Again, not very far, less than 5 miles. And Fairfax Corner is a great place to come if you want to, say, grab a bite to eat. There's a lot of dining options there. And what I wanted to point out is Fairfax Corner also has a very popular movie theater. So if you're looking to, say, grab a bite to eat and also take in a film, you can do that there as well. And Fairfax Corner is just right across the highway from Fair Oaks Mall. So if you're looking to really get some serious shopping in, this is the area that you can do it in. The last thing we want to point out is just how close Oakton is to Vienna. Downtown Vienna, it's just plain special. It is a wonderful place to go stroll around, take in the local boutiques, shopping, dining, and it's just got that small town charm. You always see people out walking around. As you can see, it's just a couple miles from Oakton. Depending on where you live in Oakton, you could feasibly walk to downtown Vienna. Again, it's going to depend on where you are, but there are plenty of residents that can just walk right into downtown Vienna. You've got your Whole Foods market. You have so many dining options that it's just too many to mention. Know that if you're craving something, you will find it in Vienna without a doubt. It's just right in your backyard. One of the nicest things, in my opinion, about Oakton is it still has that absolutely beautiful scenery. It's very nature friendly. Homes there are on larger lots. There's a lot of single family homes there, far more than townhomes and condos. So you can have this beautiful, peaceful setting on your own little piece of land, but then right at your fingertips, 5-10 minutes away is all the activity and anything that you could possibly need or be craving food wise. So Oakton, it's a really special place to call home, and it's not easy to find places like Oakton. And I'll also mention Great Falls. Great Falls is different in terms of lot sizes and being only single family homes, but it has kept in touch with nature, and it really is, like Oakton, a beautiful place to call home. Oakton should definitely be on your list to check out if you are looking for a place that has a little bit more elbow room, but is still just minutes to major commuter routes, metro, shopping, dining, and entertainment. As always, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, reach out on social, whatever works for you. We've got your back when you're making that move to Northern Virginia. And until next time, we hope to show you around town.